early 2005, the lower part of the flay had become a dust bowl. And then someone decided it was time to burn the reeds. The blaze was uncontrollable and it burned for days. But it didn't take long for the reed to bounce back with a vengeance. Having no predators since the last hippopotamus was killed, and fertilized by the ash from the fire, Phragmites australis reed set out once again to take over the Falloran flay. Ficus cordata, the rock fig, out of range of the inferno, survived. So did all who could flee or fly. But how many of these got away? I guess we'll never know. We had no idea. We were too busy trying to find something, anything that would grow in this barren landscape of sand and rocks. Luckily, there was no shortage of rocks, and neighbours called in. And we even had a posse from up the valley come to water their horses at the settlement dam and to say hello to us. And as the flay was dry, we built a small pond to keep cool in. The rain brought visitors from the farm to graze what they called varksly, and when they'd had their fill, the courting began. And some of the animals just had to stick around in the hopes of being rescued. As the water receded, so the mud got worse. And for Steenbokkie, a cow looking for the choicest reed snacks, it wasn't quite as easy.
Ik wil een video maken.
And from one mercy mission to another. The Saldanha-Sishen Railroad runs all the way along the west coast, and the trains are about 4 kilometres long, so often getting to the sea could take time. But it was always worth it. Some of the beaches around here are quite wild and the water is very cold. This was the first beach we ever came to. It even had a heron who watched us from the safety of the dunes. 11 kilometers upstream from us lies Maisuk, a very, very old part of the farm. And at that time it was the home of Tannie Lena, a legend in the area. Apart from visits from her neighbour Tinus Klokkies, Lena lived alone in one of the Langhuis cottages at Maisuk with her little dog Shorty. But she was never alone. For any farmer who had a sheep or goat or cow whose mommy had died or it couldn't feed its young, Lena was there with food and love. On a good day, I could sail to Maisuk in an afternoon. And sometimes I'd leave the boat there for days, until the wind was right to sail back again. So, as the year 2006 sailed off into the summer sunset, we could look back and for the first time believe maybe, just maybe, the drought, at least the worst of it, was at an end.